Hey guys, what's up? It's Tanya, and I'm coming at you from one of the other beautiful gardens that I've come to, or run through, or run past on my run. I really saved it till the last minute this time because we're having one of those gorgeous Danish summer days. It's going to be the hottest day so far this year. It's not going to be that hot for, considering where most of Europe is right now, but it's hot for us here in Copenhagen, up in Denmark. So welcome to this master class on sacred scheduling. Let me tell you how this came about. I think I did put something in the description, but let me just say that I was chatting with Trish Millward in our last post. So we were texting back and forth. We were actually adding comments in our last post, and she was talking, and I asked you guys what that word would be that would describe what you're struggling the most with right now, and Trish answered hectic. And I said, ooh, I replied to her, ooh, okay. So that means that your sacred schedule is either front loaded or too loaded, or, you're having something going on with your negative and positive motivational and stop thoughts. And she said, ooh, more the former. She said, definitely the former. And I told her, really great post, because that allows me now to do this masterclass with you guys on hashtag sacred schedule. Now, before I get into the good stuff about your sacred schedule, which is going to allow you guys to take full control of your life if you've got full control of your schedule, I have a special announcement to make. And that is because I have recognized a request from our East Coast and Pacific Time group participants, as far as these lives are concerned. They have been very, very convenient for those of us in Europe, and that's where I'm located, but they have been nearly impossible to attend for those that, especially these morning ones, the ones that I'm doing from my morning run. If it's either 10 or 11 o'clock or 11:30 like it is now, it's 4 o'clock in the morning or 5 o'clock in the morning on the East Coast, and that's just not going to, okay, I mean, I'm good, but I don't know if I can get y'all that are looking right now, Jackie and Gayla, I don't know if I can get y'all up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning to listen to me, regardless of how good it is. So, I'm going to be making it a special commitment of mine to not post Facebook Lives, master classes, competitions, whatever we're doing live. I will no longer do that before 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's even a little early for the people on the Pacific West Coast because, then that's 4 o'clock in the morning for them. So I'm just letting you know that it's going to be earliest 7 a.m. Here Central European Time that I will do these lives from now on. Okay? So, without further ado, it's a gorgeous day out here. I'm really just enjoying the run. I've got new sneakers, so you guys know what it's like, when you've just got new sneakers. I hope you guys can see that. It's like you're running on air. And if you're seeing me or you're watching me, I'm going to do this thing where I wave to you guys now. And please wave back or, let me know that you're here. I see a couple of people watching. But anyway, moving right along and getting right to the point, let's dive in. So, sacred scheduling and feeling hectic. Let me ask you guys, does this sound like you? Are you running from pillar to post? Are you cramming way too many items in your schedule that any human being could possibly get through in one day? And if that's you, please type yes in the chat or send a thumbs up or something. And if you are looking at this later, because like I said, this is going to be very, very early for our East Coast and really middle of the night for our Pacific West Coast members. But if that's you, let me know. So let me ask you again, are you packing your schedule too tight? Do you feel like you are running from pillar to post? And what I mean about that is, do you feel like you're running from the one task to the next task, barely able to catch your breath in between? Are you like Mel, our former member who is a graduate, who came to me when she was literally running down the street, checking her email on her phone, eating her lunch, her sandwich, power lunch, power lunch, power walk, and she nearly walked into a light post. And that's when she said, okay, this is obviously not working and these habits have to change. Oh, guys, I wish you could see it out here right now. There's a whole bunch of butterflies and bees. So excuse me for getting distracted by all of this enormous, enormous beauty that I am surrounded by right now. So as I'm talking, I'm just going to, share a bit of, what's going on with me, because this is real life. I'm live. This is my life. I came out here to do my run, and I came out here to talk to you guys at the same time. So does this sound like you? Are you beating yourself up for having items that consistently don't get done in your schedule, and you keep pushing them and moving them, thinking, hoping, praying that if you move it to some place in particular that you have not found yet, it's going to magically get done? Does this sound like you? That you are, let's see, I said front loading a lot. You can either be front loading your schedule, which means you've packed way too much in the morning, because somebody or some school of thought or some belief system told you, hey, you should get everything done that you need getting done. What is it? The top three, the 3 to thrive, as Tony Robbins calls it. Get the hardest things done in the morning. So you pack your schedule from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. with things that nobody could possibly get done in that amount of time. Does this sound like you? That you are so intimidated by what you put in your schedule, and it is you putting it in your schedule, whether you are working a 9-to-5 job, whether you are self-employed like I am and run your own business and run your own company, whether you are a clinic director like our member Henrik Harmson is and runs his own clinic, no matter whether you are the CEO of your company, it doesn't matter what you are doing. If you are packing if your schedule, or rather, let me put it this way. Your schedule looks the way your schedule looks because of what you think about your time. So this is where I'm going to get into the main stuff now. Like, I think you've kind of found yourself. You're running around. You can't get everything done. This sounds like you're moving articles and they never, ever, ever get done. You're waiting to the last minute and cramming things into your schedule that have zero to little chance of getting done because of how you put it in there. Oh yeah, let's not forget, thinking that things take 5 to 10 minutes to get accomplished. So you can also be doing that. Excuse me, I keep pushing these glasses up because I'm sweating. You could also be that person that says, oh, that's not going to take very long. And you make that mistake consistently, right? So you allot a half an hour for something that minimum takes 90 minutes. Is that you? Let's see, what else can you be doing with your schedule? And guys, chime in whenever you feel the need to or feel the urge to. Let me know what it does for you. What does your schedule do to you? Are you having a schedule, or is that schedule having you? Yeah. Does this sound like you? Do you feel like you're running after your schedule all day long and it's winning? And it's just out of reach, and that's hectic. That's hectic energy. That's, oh my God, I got to catch up energy. That is not the energy where you do your best work, is it? That is not the energy that you want to bring into the office. Oh, how about that not being the energy that you want to take home? Does that make sense? Does that sound like you? Are you doing all of these things and then wondering why your experience of freedom is limited, and why even when you are not at work, it feels like you are still on? You're not putting in rejuvenation, restoration, rest time into your schedule. You're kind of like, running through your schedule all day long, and you get to the end of your day and you pass out right in front of the TV, which I also, I put up a poster a while back of, when I did the event, right? And so anyway, here's the thing about your schedule, right? It either belongs to you or you belong to it. And there are a few things about how we work here in Productivity Breakthrough. The clients that I've worked with in my company, 180 Degree Time Management, is that first of all, we are looking at your schedule from something called a 180-degree regression process. Now, a 180-degree regression process takes you back to the original origin, or to the origin, or to the sponsoring thought of most of your behavior. And it is something that only we do. It is something that I have been researching for 10 years, and I have been working with our clients that are in this group with it, and it has been wildly successful. And still, once you have done that process, there's the next thing that we do here that most people don't do, is find a way to anchor the new habit. Haven't you ever noticed that a lot of times you start something good and you're clocking along, and you've devoted and committed time to this item, this task. Maybe it's exercise, right? Maybe it's losing weight. Maybe it's enjoying one of your hobbies more fully. Maybe it's enjoying your workout more fully instead of having to run to the gym and do a power workout and run back out. You might want to be out in the garden like this, having a beautiful run in the park, or biking, which I did on my way over. I don't know how many of you guys here are bike enthusiasts or runners, but you know how that feels when you really take the time, right, to immerse yourself in your run. When's the last time you did that? Okay, when's the last time you literally smelled the flowers, stopped and smelled the roses? And I mean, we've got every kind of flower out here. This is not just roses, boy. This is everything you can imagine. They have done a beautiful job. There's plants here that are so purple, I can't even describe it, right? And I'm hoping the camera is catching it. But anyway, back to what I was talking about. So that's what I mean, guys. Are you at the mercy of your schedule instead of your schedule being your tool for freedom? The thing that allows you to be more on top of your game, the thing that allows you, your schedule that works for you at your leisure or at your pleasure, right? Instead of you being at its mercy. So guys, this is what I wanted to talk about today. And with one of the things that Trish has available to her, because Trish has worked with us and she has gone into the next group, Productivity Renegades, which is only for clients. What she now knows she can do is take another look at her sacred schedule and figure out, is she A, packing it too tight, B, not leaving enough time for each item, C, front loading her schedule, D, backloading her schedule. And then once she figures out what she has done, she now has something that is attached to the 180-degree regression process, which is called her stop hop project timeline. What she now can do is plug it in, right? And she plugs it right into her sacred schedule, and then she gets to see, why has she done this? Why has she front loaded her schedule? What are her thoughts about it? What are her thoughts about herself? What are her thoughts about her work? What are her thoughts about her boss? What are her thoughts about her colleagues? Because you got information coming at you all day long with this schedule, right? You've got to go to meetings. You've got to attend to your emails. You've got to do your job, right? And then maybe you have to report to somebody. And each one of those items has a set of different thoughts attached to it. And what the regression process together with the Top Stop timeline makes available is a system to get you back on track when your schedule has overwhelmed you, or when you find yourself working for it. So guys, this has been an absolute pleasure to, take a moment here on my run and just to give you this complimentary masterclass on what it actually will take you to get in charge of your schedule. You're going to need to know what it is you think about your schedule. You're going to need to see, here's the thing, you can start by taking a look. I want to give this to you guys because, like I said, this is a complimentary session. So here's what I want you to do as the complimentary exercise attached to this session. And I'll write about it a little bit more when I get back. I've written a little bit about what this is about, but I will write about it when I get back to the house and when I'm done with this run. So what I want you guys to do is to take a look at your schedule right now and check for a few things. Go through it for the next week, just the next week, and check for a few things. Is there a repeating item that never seems to get done at that time frame that it's put in there? Are your items not given enough time to actually get done, and you're desperately trying to squeeze them into time frames that are impossible for any human being to be able to do successfully? Are you front loading? Are you back loading? Are you procrastinating with an item that keeps moving? What's that all about? So just take a look, right? Just identifying how your schedule is set up, how you set your schedule up will be the first step to getting in control of it. In the meantime, I'm going to sign off for a couple of days actually, but I am going to make some time available in my schedule for Tuesday and Wednesday coming up. I'm going to a beautiful Badeanstalt is what it's called, which is a hotel that is a spa and a bathing arena and an old Roman bath. So basically it's an old Roman bath hotel resort by the Danish Sea. And you can tell from this weather we're having right now, which is the hottest days so far this year, it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to sneak and and bring you all in on the room. We have a balcony. Maybe I'll bring you into a sunset cocktail hour, but I'll bring you guys along. And in the meantime, take a look at your schedule today and look. You don't have to do anything else but distinguish or identify which one, A, B, C, D, or E, you're doing with your schedule. And then if you are like Trish, and you have the tools, you know what to do, Trish. Pull out a couple of project hop-stop timelines and pull out your sacred schedule and match those two things up and see why are you doing what. You got to figure out, first of all, which one of those it was, and you definitely said it was about loading the schedule as far as I can understand. So you know what you can do. For the rest of you guys, just take a look and see if this is you, and if this pertains to you, then click the link, send me a PM, whatever, get in touch with me, and let's have a 45-minute chat about that, which is going to be complimentary as well. Because, guys, look, I'm on a mission. I am on a mission to have everybody, around me living gorgeous, energy-filled, satisfying, free lives, right? And if your schedule is in charge of you and you're not in charge of it, that's going to be an uphill battle all the way. So, hey, guys, get in touch, all right? I'll post a link in a minute when this thing comes up. It may not come up before I'm home, but have a wonderful Saturday. Click the link, make a comment, ask a question in the comments when you've heard this. I will continue to riff off of the comments that you guys put down. So that was number 2 of our masterclass. Looking forward to number 3, and I will be back with you guys in a few days. Have a wonderful summer. Enjoy what you're enjoying, and I'll see you soon. Bye.